Good evening. My name is Sanya Membe. I am here tonight to give you lesson 5 of Lent. This is quite a powerful message as we talk about the temple and what that means. My relationship with metaphysics is something that started stirring in me in 2009, feeling like there was something different. A lot of the things that were being told in my life weren't necessarily off because they were all about love and the kindness you have to yourself, and is what you can show as kindness to others, your neighbors, even your enemies. And so I would like to read the Charles Fillmore process first with Keep a True Lent, the Garden of Eden. And this is the 5th day, Monday, John 14 through 12. Again, this is with the Charles Fillmore Keep a True Lent. Man's body temple is the outer expression of the Garden of Eden, which God gave him to keep and to trim. Man's primary work in the earthly consciousness, the garden, is to use his creative power to preserve harmony and order in his world, and to conserve his powers for divine direction. The Garden of Eden represents a region of being within, in which are provided all primal ideas for the production of the beautiful. It represents the elemental life and intelligence placed at the disposal of man, through which he is to evolve a spiritual mind and a spiritual body. The garden is the spiritual body in which man dwells when he brings forth thoughts after the patterns of the original divine ideas. The garden is the substance of God. God's greatest gift to man is the power of thought, through which he can incorporate into his consciousness the mind of God. There are 12 gates which open into this wonderful Garden of Eden. These gates are the 12 faculties of mind: faith, strength, wisdom, love, power, imagination, understanding, will, law, order, zeal, renunciation or release, life. Each faculty, through the most accelerated mind action, as in prayer treatment, has been purified and therefore opens into the very heart of the holy city within. I affirm, my body is the temple of God, cleansed, purified, undefiled, made perfect. Praise God. That's delicious. I love this. Okay, and now I would like to use the reference of the 5th day of Lent with uscatholic.org. Blessed Lent. This is Jesus. Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are those who mourn, for they will be comforted. Blessed are the meek, for they will inherit the earth. Blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness, for they will be filled. Blessed are the merciful, for they will receive mercy. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they will see God. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they will be called children of God. Blessed are those who are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are you when people revile you and persecute you and utter all kinds of evil against you falsely on my account. Rejoice and be glad, for your reward is great in heaven. Wow. These are so powerful representations of where we are at, as our body is our garden. It is our heaven here. It's a beautiful reflection there of how we see and how we reflect the reality and worlds we are creating is how we treat ourselves and how we love ourselves. If we do not love ourselves, how can we love anybody else? So that has been my own experience as I have learned to love myself after a lot of old life. Things that were not happy or loving, but things that showed me what I did not want anymore. And I put that line down and I said, this is not what I want anymore, and show me a new way. And new doors opened, big ones, as I learned to take care of my temple, my garden, my heaven. As I took care of myself, I learned to tend other gardens by being a good neighbor, participating in my community by volunteering or just being helpful, having genuine compassion and concern. Not that I'm being nosy or anything, but if you call me, I'll be there for you because I have compassion. We all need a helping hand these days. As things are shifting around and we're getting used to a new way of operating, a new way of being in this life. Every day is that choice. What are you going to put in your garden? Are you going to put things that are nourishing in your garden, like educations around like how to take care of yourself, how to eat healthy, how to go into community events, being a part of life? Live life. That's what life is for: living, for experiencing, for expanding, for evolving. And if things happen, they happen. That's how we grow. And we learn. That's how we expand. We expand on things. Like, oh, if we want to see something, we start a business and it starts right here because it's all we know. But then we find out what it is we actually really want. And just develops. Everything develops. Everything changes. Nothing is meant to stay the same, but take care of you as it goes. I consider myself a observer, a witness as to these times that we are seeing so much unfold and so many coming to meet the moment. And I have great excitement for what our future is bringing us. The changes that people wanted to see, sometimes you got to break down a wall to get where you actually want to be. And in our human understandings, it's not always pretty. It's not going to be what you expect. Is anything ever what we expect? So in these times right now, making sure we're on point by taking care of us, being in the community, giving and receiving and giving in genuine, authentic vibration and frequency that is metaphysics. And we are all these beautiful vibrating humans. I feel all the time staying in a very exciting, positive, happy mood all the time. How can I be so happy and excited? Guess what? Because I'm free. I'm free from the conditioning and from the belief systems that no longer work for me. I can see where my emotions are going. And if they're going to places that aren't nice, I just remind myself that everything is love and light, because that's what we are. We are pure love energy in oneness, in wholeness, in holiness. The source is within and without, as above, so below. Thank you so much for this opportunity to share Lent. Have a good night.